Hey everyone, it's me, ℛ𝒾𝒸𝒽𝒬𝓊ℯ𝒯𝒽𝒾𝓃𝓀 here, and today I'm showing you all my comic book collection in from every single one of them I have. So let's get to begin. First off is The Crow issue 2, but it's from Deadline. And this is from the newer Crow series. This is Detective Comics number 27. It's a reprint. You can tell because it's a different one. Batman issue 119 featuring Abyss. Batman Wayne Family Adventures from Free Comic Book Day. The Joker, The World, also from Free Comic Book Day. Batman Long Halloween Special Edition. And Lilith. She's a character from outside of Marvel and DC. So she's basically an indie comic character. And yes, it's a tribute to the cover of Chainsaw Man. Then we have Wonderland, Return of Madness. And this is from ℛ𝒾𝒸𝒽𝒬𝓊ℯ𝒯𝒽𝒾𝓃𝓀 Comics. Then we have Curse of Morty featuring Van Helsing. Well, not the actual Van Helsing, but his descendant or something. Then there's Spawn issue 1 for Image First for their anniversary specials. Then here's Flash Gordon from Mad Cave Comics. Then from Coffin Comics, it's Lady Satanist. Yep, you can tell. Next up is Dawn Vampirella. And yep, you know. Then it's Vampirella The Dark Powers, featuring Vampirella and Red Sonja. And this is issue 5 of the series. Now let's get into Dark Horse Comics that I have. It's the BPRD The Devil You Know, featuring your boy Hellboy. Next up is Union issue number 3 from Image, from the legendary, from the Wildstorm imprint. And speaking of Wildstorm, issue 1 of Jim Lee's Wildcats. Next up is The Rise of Ultraman, the Marvel comic book. Yeah, I have these comic book. Next up is Supreme, issue number 10. And from Extreme Studios, aka a Rob Liefeld studio. And yes, you can tell that this is an Image book because you can tell it's from the same people. Then we have City of Heroes from Top Cow Publications, based off a video game. Then we have Shadowhawk, issue number 3, for $1. I know it's kind of boring, but hey, it was lucky for me. Then we have Gunslinger Spawn for issue 25, but who knows. Then we have King Spawn issue number 14 for Image's 30th anniversary, featuring the Raven Spawn. Then we have Freak Force issue number 5. Eve And yes, it's one of the oldest things I have in my collection. But moving on. Next up is Jupiter's Legacy Requiem, issue number 1, featuring the descendant of the Utopian. His grandson, who is now the new Utopian. Next up is American Mythology Publications Curseverse, free comic book day issue. Ooh, and yes, it is a free comic book day issue. Then we have Conan, Battle of the Dark Stone, of the Black Stone. Oh. And then we have Absolute Power, Special Edition, and right here, featuring the same character, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, and Failsafe. Now we have more Dark Horse comics. We have Costa's Agents of Change, issue 4 or 1, I don't know what this is. We have Batman Eternal, issue number 12 of the New 52. Red Hood and the Outlaws, issue number 32. And yes, these are kind of like the old comics I have. Like the oldest old comics books. Then we have The Rebirth. But it's not inked. The cover is not inked. But you can tell it's not inked correctly. But this is kind of like the oldest comic book I have. It is a Rey Mysterio comic from Lucha Underground, but it's torn to bits. But I'm proud of it. Hold on, let me fix that. Next up is Variant Comics, and this is Future Force, and I probably will buy more of Variant Comics. Next up is Amazing Spider-Man, issue 38. This is before the Zeb Wells run. And then we have Chameleon's Contingency, Part 2, Amazing Spider-Man, issue 68. Then we have Iron Man versus Quantum, issue number 1, annual. Then we got some DreamWorks. Duel Masters, issue number 1 from Dreamwave Productions. Then we have some Captain Underpants and Dogman stuff. And other Detective Crocodile. And I don't know what this is. Superman, Clark, and Lex. Fan Club, Batman Squad. And yes, this exists. I'm not joking. We have Batman Eternal, issue number 1. Uncanny Avengers, featuring Captain America, Spiker, this is probably the Maker, Deadpool, Quicksilver, Psylocke, and Rogue. Yep, I have this. I have this issue of Spider-Man. And then this is during the time I was in high school. Yep, it's the free comic book day edition of Wells' run of Spider-Man, but I could give it a pass since it has our boy Venom and Spider-Man together. Then there's Dawn of DC, Knight's Terror Special Edition. Jeez, how many things I have? Sleep. And then an Amazing World of Gumball stuff. Yep. Some Amazing World of Gumball comics. You can tell. And then there's SMK. That for The Last Blade. I know it's kind of like a lesser known game from SMK, but you could give it a try. Just ignore that. And more Duel Masters. This one is issue 7. And yes, we're going to some of the old comics I have in this collection. Like Dark Batman the Merciless, Dark Knight's Metal Tie-In, issue number 1. And yes, it's kind of different. Then we got Sonic the Hedgehog from IDW, issue 26. But variant covers. Cover A and cover B. Finally, we have Blindside from Cronebound Comics.
What's geocaching? If I can learn to sign, you can learn to internet.
And that's the whole thing. So yeah, that's basically the collection that I have for now. Tell me what you guys think of my collection of comics. Also, leave a like, subscribe, and tap that bell. Bye.